writers, I called you over today because I noticed that you guys are doing so much writing during our independent writing time. You guys are always writing, and you guys are coming up with some small moment stories that are really great. But today, I want us to look at our writing, and I want to analyze it. I want you guys to think about how your writing is going, and maybe if we can push ourselves to become better writers, you know? So that's what our goal is today. We're going to look at our writing, think about our writing, and see if we can probably make our writing even better. Okay? So I have a sample of writing, and I'm gonna show you what I expect for you to do. So I have a story here, okay? And this story I wrote thinking about what maybe you guys needed, and I was also using this progression because you know in writing we're learning so many things like how to unfreeze our characters and stuff, but sometimes when we get to writing we forget. So what I have here today is a little sheet here that's going to kind of guide us and tell us where we're at and maybe what could be our next step so we could become better writers or stronger writers, okay? So I want you to listen to this page, and looking at this progression, I want you to think about, where is this story? Where am I with this story on this page, okay? If you notice, there's a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Okay, so these are like different levels of writing. So I'm going to read this part. My brother and I were outside playing tag when I heard an ice cream truck. When we heard an ice cream truck. I'm looking at this sheet over here, and I'm noticing that in my story, I kind of just said who I was with and what we were doing. Do you see that? Let's look at that. Look at your sheet. Do you notice that? But did I really put a lot into my writing? Did I use details? Not really, right? So I'm thinking this is kind of like a 1. Can everyone see that? Yeah? Now, let's try a different page, okay? We're going to look at it together, and then we're going to look at this sheet to see where maybe my writing could be, and maybe what could I do to make it better, okay? My brother ran inside to ask Mom for money. Then my brother came back outside and sat on the porch step. I looked at him and saw he was crying. This made me want to tease him. Let's look at our progression. What am I doing on this page? I am saying where we were, right? But am I adding, it's a lot of writing, right? It is. But am I adding anything to it? It's just a lot of details. So where do you think I am? Am I here on the progression or am I here?
2.
2? Why? Let's look at that. What does it say? I put the picture from my mind onto the page. I had details in the pictures and words. I do have a lot of words. Let's look at 3, because I want to push myself. Writers want to have very good writing pieces, so let's try to do that. What does 3 say? I tried to bring my character to life with details, talk, and action. So what could I have added here? Maybe I could have added dialogue. Have we been working with dialogue in class? Yeah, I could have added dialogue. Would that make my writing better, stronger? Yeah? Maybe I could have said what I told him when I was teasing him, right? That would have probably made a better writing piece. So now I want you to try using this progression. I want you to look at your writing. Okay, writers? Now it's your turn. I want you to think about your writing, analyze it, look at this sheet, and I want you to set goals. So if you notice that, let's go ahead and get our writing out. What story you want to work on? Okay. Some of you have a lot of writing. Okay, good job. Axel? Okay, so everyone has their story out? Okay. And you can do this with all of the stories in your book, all of the books in your folder. So when I read, and you notice that on page 1, I was like over here. I want to push myself to the next step, which is 2. So when you're reading, I want you to use this sticky note, and I want you to think, where am I on page 1? Okay, and what could be my next step so my writing is stronger? Okay, so everyone's going to get a sticky note. Everyone has their sheet. And now I'm going to check in with you guys. I'm going to visit you individually, and we're going to work. We're going to read our page, and we're going to work to see what could be our next step so we can make So our writing could be even better. Okay? Are you ready? Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I'll come with you, Vivian. Everyone is reading their writing, okay? Think about where you're at, and maybe what could you do to make your writing even better? You got it? Okay, can you read that for me?
One day I was outside with my brother. We played tag, and then my brother said, "Look, I see an apple tree." "Yay," he said, "let's tell Mom."
So where do you think you're at over here?
Outside.
You're over here on the progression. Like, what number do you think you're at? Like, what type of writing is this?
1.
A 1? Why do you say that? You do have who, right? What you were, who was there, what you were doing. But I also noticed that you wrote, "I see an apple tree." Yay! Okay, so you just put in one word. So that kind of gives me like a little bit of talk. Can we add even, so we'll probably put you like at a 3, right? Is there a way we can probably add more to this? How could we add more? Let's look at 4. What does 4 say? I worked to show what happened to my character. So maybe how they were like, what they were feeling. So you guys said yay. So what else do you think we can add to that? Think about it. Remember, you were there. Anything else happened? Let's read it again. One day I was outside with my brother. We played tag, and my brother said, "Look, I see an apple tree. Yay, let's tell Mom." What do you think's missing on that piece of writing? Are you telling me why you said yay? Like, what could be the reason why you're so excited? What happened during that day? Think about it. Why were you guys so excited with the apple tree? Do you remember? No, you don't remember that time? Let's think about it. You were outside with your brother. You saw an apple tree. I want you to really think about what was going on in your mind, okay? What you and your brother meant by yay, okay? And then I'll come back to you, okay? If you feel like you need to add another piece, I have this, and you can add it here. You got it? Let me go check with Yamilet. Okay, Yamilet. How are you doing in your writing? Go ahead and work on it. You guys do. Use this to see where you're at.
Good.
Okay, can you read this to me?
We went to a party of my cousin, and I was happy because I like candy. They had a trampoline. I whispered yes.
I whispered yes. Okay, so where do you think you are with your writing? You put pictures from your mind and you had details. Well, you did have a lot of details. You said there was candy and there was a trampoline. But why did you whisper yes? Did you really whisper yes? Did you go yes? Oh, I'm trying to picture you in your mind. So you kind of did this. Yes, right? So where do you think you fall in your writing? You said here, you put a lot of words and details. So what can we do to push ourselves to a 3?
Right?
Right what? It says, I try to bring my character to life with details, talk, and actions. Remember when you whispered yes? I kind of pictured in my mind you went yes. But now that you're telling me you were at a party and you saw all these cool things, you kind of didn't just go. You probably did something with your face, right? And with your body. So maybe adding that detail would help you. Okay, so what do you think happened? What was happening with you during this part of your story? How did you react?
I was like so excited. So I was like, we were almost there, so I was like so happy, and I went like running to the door so I could go get some candy and jump in the trampoline.
So maybe you can add that. You could add, I was running toward the trampoline thinking, oh my goodness, I'm finally going to be able to jump on it. Could that help your writing? So do you see how that's adding more action to your writing, so that way your writing can become a 3? Go ahead and do that, okay? Try to see how you can add that to your writing. How are you doing? Are you thinking still? So remember, you want to see what's actually how you're feeling, what's actually happening in your character. So I want to know what's happening in your mind because of the apple tree, okay? Try to see how you can add that in your writing. Okay, Santiago, where are you in your writing? Can you read page 1?
One day, my mom went to get food to my dog, and my mom got surprised. My mom said, Drago is not there.
Oh my goodness. So where do you think you fall here on this progression, on this sheet of paper? You did say that you were with your mom. Do we really know where you guys were? My mom went to get food. Do we really know where you guys were? Are you painting a picture of what was around in your story?
My house.
In your house? Did we miss that? We kind of did that, right? We kind of missed like where we were. So that could be a good thing you can add to your writing. What else could we add? I'm glad you added dialogue. My mom said, where is, your dog's name is Dago? Drago? You said that, where's Drago? He's not there. So I want you to think about what else can you do. Maybe you can add more action. Like, did your mom just say, Drago's not there? Or what did she do? Show me what your mom did when she said the dog wasn't there. Do you remember? Can you role play how she said it?
No, it's because it was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Do you remember her expressions? No? Did she say it in a calm voice? No, she was probably like worried, right? So do you think it's a good idea to act maybe how the character is saying things in the story? Yeah? So maybe adding a little bit more talk with action. That can really, really push your writing to a 3. Can you do that for me? Okay, go ahead. Here's your pencil. You can go ahead and add that to your writing. Okay. How about you, Axel? Where are you on this list? Read page 1.
One day I was playing soccer. It was going to start at 11:32. It started at, I scored a goal 1-0. Then the other team scored 5 goals, and I scored 4 more. Now it's 5-5. It finished the first half, and I drank water.
Oh, wow. You have a lot of writing here. Where can you tell me you fall on this progression? You're telling us, you know, that you're playing soccer with your team. You also have a lot of words telling me what time it was and what you guys were doing. So where do you think you fall here?
3.
A 3? Can you show me where you added dialogue? Because it says, I try to bring my characters to life with details, talk, and actions. Can you show me where you added details, talk, and action in your writing? Did you really add talk in your writing? Huh? Can we add some dialogue in our writing? Can we? Of course we can. So think about it. What do you want to add where you can add a part of the writing where there's like some action or there's maybe some dialogue? Because I know this is you playing soccer. So, and it says here, I scored a goal. But are you really adding detail as to how you did it? Can you do that? You think that would help your writing be stronger? Yeah? Okay, so I want you to do that now. Think about the moment you scored a goal and what you were doing, okay, and what was happening around you. Can you do that? Let's get started. Thank you. Okay, so. How's it going, Evelyn? What do you want to add to your writing? What did you write so far? And then, let's go back. My brother said, look, I see an apple tree. Yay. Why did your brother say yay? Because he likes apples. Oh, so write that. My brother loves apples. Is that his name, Ethan? Okay, erase that. So I want you to tell me more. Like, why is it that you guys say yay? Okay. That's a good job. That's a good job. And then when you're done, whenever you're done, we can staple that so we can add that to our writing. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Did you see how we're pushing ourselves a little more? I want you to do this every time we write. I want you to look at this and think about, where do I fall on this progression? Am I a 1? Am I a 2? How can I push myself to become a stronger writer, to take that next step? Okay, guys? And you guys told me some really neat stuff. So let's go ahead and add that in our writing.